So now they have some damage coming in from Liquid Fire, and what will most likely be a core Jakiro. I think maybe they do Puck safe lane Razor, or rather Puck mid lane, Razor safe lane, Jakiro off lane. They can either go aggro try and do Razor solo safe and then have the Jakiro Ogre Magi Scarith Mage or something along those lines, or have Jakiro go solo safe lane. There's a lot of options here from Moscow 5. I'm interested to see how they land this up, and more so than anything, I want to see what Team Tinker picked for their last hero.
Yeah, it really will define how these lanes play out and what the Venomancer is going to be able to contribute to the game. But between Game 1 and Game 2, the tempos are completely reversed. Before, you had a Necrophos carry versus a Slark carry. You know that you're going to fall off on the Necro to a great extent. I mean, you think late game, like Refresher Orb can be really good. But the Slark obviously can do so much with 6 slot. In these hands, Razor, Puck, they're good with items, obviously, but they're not going to be able to go a 60-minute game. With Ember Spirit in Sing Sing's hands, with the Elder Titan scaling that you get with that, I just think that Team Tinker are in a really good position to just drag the game out, break into the mid to late game, and play on the defensive. So as long as they don't give up too many deaths early, it's going to be hard for Moscow 5 to start pushing on Tier 2s. Tier 1s should feel relatively easy because you don't see the push coming as easily, so you're not boards down in time. But as it stands, I really think there's a lot of potential for them to just get a couple of pickoffs in the laning phase, hold their towers, and drag this one out.
And I honestly think that they have got a chance here for Moscow 5, and this is an interesting draft for Team Tinker. They certainly can get snowballed on here with just a couple of maybe items here. You can get Garter with an early Blink Dagger. Obviously, Razor with an early Ag Scepter would be huge. And more so than anything, Jakiro with Max Liquid Fire getting up a Yule Scepter. They could absolutely... I mean, and also, like this Ogre Magi and Jakiro alone could just pump out so much damage. Not to mention you get a huge coil coming in. Not to mention you have Static Link and I have the Storm going. Not to mention Unstable hitting level 6 either. So burst damage is, again, we've talked about it. It's going to be key for M5. For Team Tinker, sit back, maybe get your Ember Spirit some farm. They could fight early as well if they can get some arrow hits from EGM, but we'll have to see how it goes here. As we will jump into the game, on the side of Moscow 5 in the safe lane, it is going to be Tron on your Razor. And we're going to have nearby Unstable playing your Scarith Mage support this time around. Mid lane, it is going to be Garter on your Puck. We'll have Tratata, aka Vigos, on your support Ogre Magi, and to round it out, it is going to be Blow Your Brain, or Blow, rather, on your Jakiro, your THD.
Yeah, so it is worth noting that Razor is going to be getting a lot of farm here, and I'm curious what he actually builds up with that. A lot of times you see the Rice Guard, the DPS build coming up from the Razor, go Ags Refresher pretty early on, that kind of stuff. But I feel if they're going to go for push-oriented play, that they need to follow it up with sustainability. So I would really love to see the mechanism on the Razor, even though the nerf makes it a very difficult item to pick up on agility heroes in general, but for Razor in particular. So he'll go Basilius for sure to start us off, but I think the mechanism would be what enables them to actually start pushing in. Otherwise, Necrophos is gonna get a couple of kills with Reaper Scythe, break down your push, and obviously we already mentioned the ET and the Venomancer. Vigos actually going for a very aggressive D-ward here. He will be able to get it, and it looks like they can't punish it. I mean, Bulba, not really the hero to say, okay, you're on my side of the river, you're dead, but all the same, it is going to be the tanky Ogre making its way down bottom.
And that's going to be a good start, obviously, getting the D-ward going. Static Link from Tron in the top lane. Quick will we get caught out. There's going to be an arrow sailing through. It's actually going to miss on both heroes, Tron and Unstable, going to back away from it. EGM, he was looking for one, but he couldn't get it done regardless. So mid lane, Garter missed his block, so Sing Sing has a really good start now. I mean, 5 last hits already. He's going to get up to 6, I imagine, with this next creep. And this is a lane that you might think would be punishable if you're M5 or just a casual Dota fan, but right now, well, it's going pretty well for Sing Sing.
Yeah, interesting aggro try coming out of the top lane here. EGM does not hit on his first 2 arrows. He's actually going to take some damage from Razor here as well, but they don't really have to worry about dying until Skyrock gets concussive shot. So as it stands, they'll be forced back. We're hoping for a lucky regen respawn for him at the 2 minutes.
Cat getting dove. He's his triple Plague Ward to block them in. He's going to eat his way through a TP coming through as well. And there's the Dual Breath coming in. He's got a couple more wards to come in. This is going to be your first blood, though, regardless. And they actually might kill Bulba as well if he's not careful. He does have boots, so he might be able to get out. They do have a Fire Blast, actually. Bulba's still behind this tower. Now the TP coming in from Pycap. Bulba's like, I want to fight. He's out of his damage that he received from his Astral. He has no Stomp available because he doesn't have the mana. And Blow Your Brain's just like, I'm going to run away from you. There's no way you're killing me. So, good first blood from M5.
Yeah. A solo laning Venomancer, generally speaking, wants to get 0-1-2 up, get a poison sting, get 2 points of Plague Wards, just to kind of get a good hold position, push out the lanes a little bit, and harass very annoyingly with the poison sting, as your Plague Wards won't get like 2-shot. But in this case, you needed the Gale. You can't prevent dives without a Venomous Gale, and they're going to be able to get just out scot-free with that tanky Ogre. He's going for this Ignite Orb of Venom build, so a lot of slow on this guy against a hero that's already naturally very slow. 285 movement speed on Pycat. So if he extends really much past this line, essentially, he's going to get gone on, and without Gale, he's probably going to die again.
Yeah, I mean, he's got to salve, but no boots first. This guy's... He's in trouble. There's the Ignite going in. Pycat's like, I'm dead. He might buy boots before he dies here, and he actually... I don't know if he did or not. Looks like he did. Okay, so he doesn't lose really any gold, but at the same time, giving a kill up to Vigas is definitely not the start you're looking for, so... Good stuff for Vigas. I mean, that was pretty much a solo kill. The Ignite came in, the Fire Blast as well, and then boom, he's dead. Pycat's like, no. So... And also, it looks like top's not going as great. I guess it is 11 last hits for Koifa currently, but really the only lane that's going superb for Team Tinker is middle lane. Sixing is 18 last hits, and he's having a great time.
Yeah, so he's going to be able to move up very quickly. I'm curious what kind of item progression he goes for. You mentioned like Drums of Endurance is a good overall item in the game, and I think it would be formidable on the Ember, go phase into Drum, and then look towards Battle Fury, which is standard.
Yes.
I always think it's worth mentioning when you're coupled with an Elder Titan that the natural order makes it so that Desolator is actually a really good pickup, because it doesn't enhance the enhanced damage of Cleave, but it does enhance physical damage from like things like Desolator right clicks. Puck's going to take some hits here, but they're not even going to go for the arrow play, as he's just going to jaunt away. But the threat there obviously makes him play very defensively.
Exactly.
So, yeah, in general, with Elder Titan, I really like Desolator, but with the team, there's not really much right-clicking going on, right? Like, the Miranda support, she's going to hit for less than 80 damage for most of this game, and the Venomancer is all about the magic damage. So, in the end, I think it's still going to be that Battle Fury pickup.
Yeah, I think that would be a smart choice. Sometimes against heroes that silence, Manta Style has been picked up occasionally. I don't think Sing will do that. Well, we saw that yesterday from S4 when he was playing the Ember Spirit, but... I think they will probably pick up the Drum and then the Battle Fury. They'll just go for the standard build. I also wouldn't mind a Death Stone. I think that's awesome. I think that's a good choice, but I don't know if Sing Sing will pick that up this game. So he is, however, really doing pretty well against Garter. Garter's down about 7. Oh, the arrow's going to hit. What an arrow coming out from EGM. Flames Guard's going to go. Now the Searing Chase coming out as well. Well played. Is he going to go down? No. 3 HP. You've got to be kidding me. Garter stays alive at 3 HP. That's unbelievable. Oh, my God.
That's absolutely insane. Well, I'm really surprised he didn't just phase shift the arrow, but it happens. We've seen many Miranda arrows that strike and change the game. That is not one of them, as the Puck will just bottle Crow, and it's nowhere near the next rune spawn. So, fortunate for Team Tinker, they still get that edge in the matchup. I mean, the Puck's not going to get much CS now that Sing Sing has the sustainability advantage, but all the same, the Puck only needs one big item, that Blink Dagger, and that's going to set them up for the kill combo. So you blink Waning Rift on the Ember Spirit, and if he doesn't have a Manta or BKB, you pretty much set up your insta-kill.
Yeah, so that's going to be the problem for Sing Sing. I mean, that kill would have set Garter back quite a bit. He actually is going to take a lot of damage. He will be able to jaunt away, though, but look at Sing Sing just going to work. Level 3 Searing Chains and level 2 Flame Guard is just so much damage to deal with. On the backside, there is Vigas. He's roaming through. He might look for a Fire Blast, but he can't get a solo kill.
No, they have the ward on him. He's never going to get in range for that. But he is going to be very close to his Soul Ring here. Actually, is going to have money for it just about now. And Soul Ring on Ogre is absolutely insane. The based HP regen on this hero means he can essentially just have that, like, he can use it every 30 seconds without hesitance. And he's going to be able to spam out the spells, roam very actively, and give Jakiro essentially a solo lane. This Jakiro's already up to level 5, and you need that Look Apart for the push.
Sing Sing is in some trouble right now. Dream Coil's going to go as well. They secure the kill. Koifa actually left him out to dry there. He doesn't have his level 6, obviously, so there's not really much he could do. So I guess he kind of had to let him die, but good kill. That actually helps out the Puck a lot, I believe, and in fact, it is going to be Vigas picking the kill up, but regardless, Puck does benefit as well.
Yeah, I think that is an immense pickup for them, and it obviously, you mentioned it a couple times, Ember Spirit is doing the best in the laning phase as far as CS goes. The fact that he's died once is of the utmost importance. The Venomancer dying a couple times, he'll bounce back, but Sing Sing, he needs all the momentum he can get before they start just gunning him down with all
What an arrow from EGM. The long-range bombs are going. This guy's a sniper. Will they get the kill? Venomous Skill's going to hit, but there's no real follow-up. He's going to throw out the Dual Breath. The Stomp might go. Is he going to connect? Yes, absolutely. Bubble will get the kill, but they trade that for EGM. And Pycat's going to fall as well because Garter roams over. Vegas is here, and Moscow 5 are starting to get on a roll when it comes to these kills. Yeah, they lost Blow Your Brain, but they don't seem to care. Good stuff.
And that's the problem with Venomancer in general in the earlier levels, is because he just doesn't put out damage. Like, he's able to push well with the Plague Ward, he's able to lock them in place with the Gale, but with just Tranquil Boots on this Jakiro and the fact that he's actually one of the higher base strength and strength growth intelligence heroes, it's still, he's going to be able to sustain. So they turn it around, and even with a Great Arrow, it's a non-profitable kill for Team Tinker. At least they have points on the board, though.
Yeah, I mean, they needed something to get going for them, and a kill's a kill, although in that situation, not what you're looking for. Sing Sing in the mid lane, now he's up to his Bracer. We haven't really checked out top lane. Razor sitting on Phase Boots, and it looks like he's Ring of Regent and a Ring of Basilius. So, if you were going to go for a mech, I think you really do need to get the treads on the Razor. Otherwise, it becomes almost, I wouldn't say impossible, but it's, yeah, it might be impossible. I'm not sure. I can't do the math.
It depends on how often his magic stick is full. If he goes magic 1, has 15 charges, it's not going to be an issue, but it really comes down to how often he sees like Venomancer placing Plague Wards to get those free stick charges and stuff like that. But yeah, we're going to see a roam around. It's just going to be actually Vegas smoked up, and it is going to be the death of Pycat once again.
Ancient Seal is going to go, and he's just going to fall. They rotate in 3 heroes. And Remnant's going to come through. Searing Chains and Unstable gets picked off at the last second by Sing Sing. The arrow's going to go. It will hit. He walked back into it. Vegas. Oh, what are these arrows from EGM? Enter God mode indeed. They will get another kill. 2 kills going the way of M5, only to lose Pycat. They finally get a trade that's worth their while. And that'll actually get Sing Sing his Phase Boots as well at 54 CS.
The bottom tower can quickly get denied. Fortifies it at 12 HP. They just put the Luke of Fire debuff on it, and it's going to tick down. They can't deny it, but they do block him out with the Plague Wards, forcing the TP back. Blow Your Brain will survive and get the last hit on the tower.
And he got the kill onto Koikfa as well. What a big play coming up from Blow Your Brain. And Pycat didn't even go for the deny. It was a nice Plague Ward block, but it just wasn't enough for them to get the kill. They had no lockdown there. And if we look at that net worth chart, man, look at this. The only hero in the top 5 right now, well, for Team Tinker, at least it was that way for a second, is going to be Sing Sing, and he's at 4,000 net worth. But look at these next 3 heroes. You got Tron, you got Blow Your Brain, you got Garter, and even Vegas is close. And they're going to go mid. Unstable will throw up the concussive shot, and Sing actually doesn't get the chains off, it looks like.
Nope, no Sleight of Fist just yet. Going for the enhanced damage on Searing Chains. You get the second on the ability at level 2, but at level 3 you get a lot of DPS out of it. Gonna hide in the tree line here. It's gonna get stunned out, but he has that Flame Guard. Oh, doesn't get to use it. He gets silenced.
Well, they do get the arrow going, and the Stomp's gonna connect to the one, but a Dreamfall, the Remnant through the Searing Chains as well, but he's in the Macro Pyre. Sing is taking a lot of damage here, sticks up. He's gonna Remnant again. He's not dead yet. Finally will fall. Boba smashes 1 down, but they've already lost 2. Team Tinker getting chased. He's going to try to deny himself, not able to do so. The Arcane Bolt does end up connecting and catching up to him, and so the last one alive in this mid lane is going to be Koikfa, and Team Tinker are getting almost run over, I'd say, in this game currently.
Yeah, arrow will fly. No, it is going to hit on Blow Your Brain, but I don't think they followed that up well. They're just getting run over right now. If you look at the damage done, it's almost 1,000 damage out of the Jakiro right there. Able to go for no stun, no ice path, just the abilities that dish out the damage, the dual breath, the liquid fire, the macro fire, and he did a lot of work in that team fight. I don't feel that Team Tinker are playing this game right. They realize that they have the mid to late game, but they're forcing the issue off towers. I feel they just kind of need to bunker down, hold position, fight only when you have like a tower and a 4 Plague Ward advantage. And here they're just fighting in the open field, and it is not working out for them.
No, definitely not. I mean, this is a game that they will get a kill occasionally, but the trade just will not benefit them. And instead of saying, like, okay, we need Sing to farm up, we could split push with the Plague Wards maybe, we could throw Koikfa and, you know, and have him try to get some ganks with Reaper Scythe, but they're just trying to fight at the tower. I mean, you don't want to give these towers up for free necessarily, but you don't want to be doing what Team Tinker are doing either. Koikfa's going to get concussive shot at, but he should be fine as he just walks away. And he did go for Midas, by the way.
Yeah, I don't think that's a bad call, although, again, it has the same limitations as we talked about last game where it doesn't provide him any durability. The game's going to be going long. He will get a lot out of that. Rana, however, getting silenced out, won't be able to leap out of the combo from Vegas, and he is just going to be racking up the kills now. He's already got, obviously, the 40% multi-chance. It's as frequent as a headshot from Sniper, very reliable, and he's going to get the ×3 unlocked very soon. He's already halfway through level 8, and they're actually taking a stack.
I mean, this is pretty good start coming out for Vegas, and I think at this point he could even just go for a point booster in the near future. And
this is interesting up top.
Yeah, they just mass
man rotation
TP'd for Tron. Was anyone dying? I think Bulba might have been.
Bulba was taking some hits, but I don't know.
That's probably not worth it. I mean, they do have the Remnant. Well, they have the Remnant mid. They're not going to Remnant back towards the mid lane, and they're just going to keep firing this tower. And Blow Your Brain might be able to take this. There is a glyph. It's going to get popped. They're going to wrap in. Meanwhile, on the backside, Fire Blast onto Quakefa. He's getting kind of low. The Ignite as well coming in. The Stomp goes through. Blow Your Brain's going to take the tower, but look at the triple Remnant coming in. The Silence is going to go. He takes one. Can he take two? Macro Fire doesn't matter. Double kill for Sing Sing. But here comes Vegas. There's the Fire Blast, the Plasma Field, and the arrow coming in, but it does miss. The Ignite flying all the way onto EGM. Garter's here to fight as well. They do lose Sing Sing, but he does get the double kill beforehand, so at least there's that.
DD and Garter, I think he wants to go back in here. He gets a perfect vision with the Observer where they just placed, and EGM is dead with 2 right clicks.
Yeah, he is absolutely obliterated by Garter. Garter is very close to that point dagger. He should have it in the next minute. Phase shift's actually the Other Titan stomp, so pretty good stuff there. And
yeah. What's up with that build? He goes 2 points of phase shift. Is that a misclick, or he really just doesn't need the extra damage and silence from Waning Rift right now?
I can't imagine that you'd not want to have Waning Rift, but I guess maybe you'd feel a bit more comfortable with a full 1.5 phase shift.
Okay.
I mean, that's pretty good. I guess that's a nice value point, but
yeah, it's not bad. It's just completely different than what we usually see.
Exactly. It's a bit strange. Regardless, he'll be up to the level 10 soon enough, so he'll have his 3rd point in Waning Rift, but he would like to maybe have that maxed out soon. So they will pick up the Midas coming out on the Venomancer, and so it is clear that they are playing for the extraordinary late game. And at this point, they are far enough behind for this to maybe work out. Although it's only 4,000 net worth, I thought it would be more considering the towers that have been taken in the fights that have gone the way of M5. But it's not so bad, I suppose.
Yeah, they're still getting a lot on Sing Sing because he's gotten a couple of nice little comeback kills. It's not kill streak ending, but it is the little bit of rubber band kicking in. So every kill counts for Team Tinker, and if they can get 1 for 2 when they're extremely behind, it's actually okay. It's not always going to be profitable, but you're always going to be making sure that the goal graph is within a relatively good range. Sing Sing is going in pretty deep here, and it's a haste run on Vigos, so he's going to walk away. Garter doesn't get the same opportunity. He's going to have the phase shift, but doesn't get to use it as the Reaper Scythe drops down on top.
Nice kill from Quakefa there to help out Sing Sing, his ally. This will give room for top lane to go down for M5, so kill for a tier 1 tower trade. And also Tron, by the way, I was sure if he was going for phase boots, he wasn't going to go for a mech, but he does pick it up. He had the bracer, but he picks up a full mech that is flying out to him at 14 minutes in. So and now that they have a mech, they can even just start balling down on these towers. Although it's going to get kind of difficult. Sing Sing is going for, by the way, a Battle Fury. He has his Perseverance, so he's just 2 components away from completing this up.
Yeah, I mean, obviously still going to be very good for a high ground defense, and it's going to be what takes him into carry mode in the late game, so nice little pickup there. The Razor completes its mechanism, and if you actually look at his intelligence, it's not looking that bad for him to get to use it. 51 intelligence on him, since he bought all these stat-based items, the Magic Wand, the Aquila, the Bracer, tops him off, so he is going to be able to use his spells as well as the mech in these fights, and they definitely needed something like that to be able to push down the enemy tier 2s and even towards their racks. So yeah. I think the next thing might be like Jakiro picking up a Pipe of Insight, but we'll have to see.
I certainly wouldn't mind that build coming down. Fire Blast is going to go into Sing Sing, another multicast goes, and he gets ignited as well, so his Flame Guard is now gone. Sleight of Fist, Searing Chain is going as well, and Trotata just kind of stands there and looks back towards home, and he's like, oh, that sucks, but Sing's going to TP back home. He can TP, or rather Remnant, I think, towards mid lane. He should sell a Remnant here, maybe not. I guess I'm incorrect in that one. Oh, he still does that one.
This is a great opportunity for a huge Bulba play. Like, Elder Titan is in a great spot with choke points with Plague Wards to line something up. He goes for a stomp, it just hits onto Blow Your Brain, but if he hits like a 2 or 3 man stop, he can go for an Earth Splitter and at least ward them off, which is essentially the value of winning a fight for Team Tinker right now.
I mean, as long as they can keep these towers safe, they'll have... I mean, obviously, to be able to get back into the jungle and to farm is what they would look for. But look at how Moscow 5 are positioning themselves. They're like, you guys aren't going to be able to farm your own jungle. We're taking over. Look at these observer wards placed down. So Sing Sing now, he's actually getting maybe got on here. He does with double damage. Remnant's gonna go rather. No, he does get silenced up. Now he Remnant's away to the back, and obviously the Dream Coil does go, but he's immune to the stun during that Remnant away. So he's actually gonna survive just fine. TP top lane. Quick Fuzz split pushing. Blinks, and he's gonna TP away as well. So won't get the tower, will get denied, but at least they will get some gold. That was their first hero tower of the game for Team Tinker, which is very big for them.
Yep, Sam throwing out an arrow. Tron's not going to get hit by that, though. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of the 2 points of winning Rift right there. Sing Sing is able to, even under Sentry Wards, just Remnant away, so they aren't able to get the chain stun that they're looking for. And this Ember Spirit has to be the priority. So maxing out Ancient Seal next, maxing out Waning Rift, that's got to be a big deal. Tron for right now, why is he still here? I don't know.
Wow, he got blown up. I thought the Earth Splitter already went, but man, that Earth Splitter hit, and they're going to grab the kill with EGM concussive shot. No leap, he's got no mana. He's going to have to buy everything that he can possibly buy. Now he has mana for leap, but he gets Ancient Sealed. This is unstable. You are going to go down. He does leap away, but doesn't matter. They get the kill with the Arcane Bolt, which is not going to get disjointed, so nice pickup. But I'd say the Razor kill is a lot better coming out from Team Tinker. They don't care if EGM dies at this point.
Yeah, not the end of the world. They've got 2 Midases up, so they can just extend the game longer, and it's kind of a space created. Yeah, Sing Sing is going to get chain stun here. Will they get another combo? Yes, the multicast, the orb as well, and that's where your impertinent Sing Sing goes down. The tower deny comes through for Vigos. That is the second tower to fall, and one of them was taken off the board by their hand. So they're stopping Team Tinker from getting gold team-wide, but the fact that they have 2 Midases and they've gotten a few kills, it's still going to push them to a point where they can compete defending tier 2s.
I mean, look at that net worth. The graph has gone from 4,000 back to almost even. And I feel like M5 have just had the better fights. They've had the better aggression. They've denied all of their own towers, but they're still only ahead by maybe 500 to 1,000 gold. And a lot of this maybe goes from the Midases. You have the Venomancer, who's up to treads now and 1,000 gold in the bank. You have Koikfa, who's got his Blink Dagger and almost enough for bots if he wants to buy those. And obviously Sing Sing is a couple hundred gold away from a Battle Fury. So all they really need to do is just have Sing Sing get towards a Battle Fury and hope that they don't lose all of their tier 2s and tier 3s at that point. But as I say that, he's going to get jumped up in the air with the Eul's Scepter Cycle and Victor. He will Remnant away. The top Macropyre, Dream Coil's going to go. Remnant's out, back towards them, and he's going to try to Remnant further away. He won't make it out, though, the Waning Rift this time. It is maxed out and will give them the full max duration, and he will not be able to survive. So Sing Sing respawns and then just goes to his death again.
Yeah, and that's the Observer Ward suppression. Just putting out wards, 3 wards on the enemy side of the map, and in really good position for anybody rotating through the jungle. It forces you, at the very least, to go to the eastern side of your jungle, which is already exposed. EGM pops the Moonlight Shadow. Vigos won't be able to bring him down directly, and the damage over time is just barely insufficient. So 2 Dagons actually coming out, 1 from each side. Necrophos picking up his, as we saw Quickvo was able to do work with that previously. With now his level 2 Reaper Scythe. And then the Puck, he wants to snowball a bit. He's already gotten a lot of good kills, 5, 1, and 3, and wants to really burst down the Ember Spirit that much harder.
I think this is a really smart choice for the Puck, because if he doesn't go for a Dagon here, you usually see a lot of Pucks recently, I'm not sure if you've seen this, have been going for Midas. It's just been almost every game with the exception of Fata.
They go after Blink?
Right, yes. After Blink, they'll pick up their second set of... They'll pick up their tier 2 boots and then go for Midas afterwards, and that keeps them relevant in the game. But a Dagon, if you're snowballing like you mentioned, that absolutely do the job as well. I have the Storm's going to go. Koikfa's just going to pass by and wave to Tron with a good old Death Pulse, but no kills there, so...
That's a little odd. I think it would be really viable if you're up against a couple of melee carries, because if you get enough gold late game to go for a Aghanim Scepter and even a Refresher Orb, actually Bulba taking a lot of hits here, still has a lot of raw HP, gonna go for the TP out, and it will not be successful. But, yeah, I could see the Midas actually paying dividends to Puck very nicely later on, but this is not a game for it. This is a snowball game. This is just getting all that net worth and gold on your side of the court as quickly as possible, and that's what he's going to do here, as he actually just bursts down Mirana within 2 quick seconds. Only takes his standard combo of spells with the Dagon.
I agree with you 100% about... hold that thought. There is a courier flying out to... Pycat, and they're going to try to get this kill. He's got a 4-staff, no TP. I think Pycat's dead here. Maybe they move it. Oh, he runs right in. He's got a poison over the Eul's Scepter is going to fly. He does have a 4-staff, and now Blow's going to try to TP out. In fact, they're both trying to leave. Koikfa! Oh, he was so close. He was so close to Reaper Scything. Meanwhile, Vigos is in the trees, and they still don't know that, but I guess they don't give a damn regardless. So Both heroes have to just go to the well. They are so close to dead, but they'll
30,
survive.
30 HP. That is close. Oh, Garter, though, manning up. This could be a bad move if they actually can turn it around on him. He doesn't have any more mana. Does have the blink, however. Can it get him enough distance? Oh, actually, Quakeva getting gunned down, and they're the ones actually being the aggressors here. Despite TPing 2 people back, they're going in 3-man, but here's the Earth Splitter.
Shadow. Earth Splitter's gonna go. Garter's gonna get cut out. No phase shift. He will use it now. The stomp's gonna be a bit too late. Shrimpcoil is gonna go, but it will not save his life. It does save his ally's life, though. At least for the time being. That's perfectly okay. Remnant's gonna come in. Singh is looking for a kill. He's gonna try to find Vigas here. Remnant going the wrong direction. There's the 4-step out. The sleight of fist. Searing Chain. Stop's gonna go. Vigas is caught. They get yet another kill, and now they're starting to come into their own. The Battle Fury's done at 22 minutes, and all things considered, not too bad coming up from Sing Sing.
They're going to get some much-needed gold. The Venomancer's going to be able to build up the Ember too, and yeah, the Battle Fury farm rates are going to be extremely good. I think they need to look at a Geometry Sight very soon, though. It is kind of scary to carry it around every once in a while because the Moonlight Shadow is a pretty big tool for your team, so you don't want to lose the gem as soon as you buy it. But if you just pick it up, go into your jungle, deward real quick, and then put it back on the courier, it should be stable enough to actually get control on your side of the map again.
Yeah, I mean, they desperately need vision at this point, and I 100% agree with you. The vision they have is like in lane here, in bottom, which is about to expire, and then obviously up here in the jungle, where they don't necessarily need that vision. They need something a little bit more closer to home, maybe around the Roche pit, obviously, and obviously taking control back of their own jungle would be huge. So right now for Team Tinker, though, they do have, they don't have the net worth lead yet. But it's starting to climb towards there again. It was a 3,000 net worth lead for M5 for a bit, and then it's back down to about 1,000. Tron is alone. He is 100% alone. They will get some heroes to rotate down, but they're taking a bit of time to get there. And meanwhile, you also have other heroes rotating in, and Tron is maybe going to get caught out. Stomp might go. The Remnant's going to come through. Searing Chain is going to fly. Now the Stomp's going to go through as well. Static Link is actually going to disconnect, and now here we go. Earth Splitter's going to fly. Guard is going to try to fight. Vigas does get up by the Earth Splitter. The next is going to keep them alive. Big Dream Coil coming in. Searing Chains actually extended on Garter, but he does get the Dagon regardless. It's a 2-for-1 trade so far. As top lane, I believe the Scarab died, and Quigfa. Garter's so low. Vigas is going to be in some trouble here. He's going to get caught with the Searing Chains. Remnant forward. Not going to make it. Blow Your Brain is going to help them escape for the most part. Big play ward. Arrow. Blow Your Brain avoids it narrowly. Ooh, the Juke City, but Ice Cap going to come in. EGM still right-clicking him down in the Urban Charge. Gets the kill. And Team Tinker, they're turning it around. All without the help of Quigfa and that top lane, who's pushing and split pushing like crazy.
Yeah, just doing his own thing there, but I think Pycat was really lucky to get the Poison Nova onto 3 heroes. Just wanted to Poison Nova the Razor, and it just so happened that that was when the Puck and the Ogre went in. All 3 of them getting Nova'd. It meant that they didn't have the HP to actually fight that. So big luck coming out for the Venomancer, but sometimes you just get a couple of extra targets out of it, and in that situation they're able to prevail, route them from the jungle once more, and move forward as far as gold. I mean, they're actually tipping into their favor now for the first time this game.
That's a big victory for them. I'm sure they can feel it after that last fight. I don't think they start taking fights just yet. I think they want to maybe farm a bit more. They have the opportunity to do so, but look at this. Pycat sitting back, and the arrow's going to go. It's not going to connect onto Vigas, so he will avoid it. And they're going to throw up some fight wards as well. The Ash is going to go in. Fire Blast going. Pycat misses the Gale. Good force after Vigas to get away and stay alive.
Yeah. Now you'll notice that there are a lot of utility pickups coming out. Actually, Pycat in a really bad spot here. They're going to try to jump in. Ice Path after the Yules. Can he force? No. The force tap is not in time this time.
Good force from Bulba to save his life, but there's the Dream Coil coming in. Actually, it's Pycat's force, rather. Stomp, now the TP going. They will grab the kill. Garter does get blown up by just EGM and Bulba together. It's a 2-for-2 exchange.
Oh, Reaper's up top. The Skywrath falls.
Quigfa kills him again. I'm surprised that Skywrath is in that position in the first place. The Moonlight Shadow just wrapped around to the backside. And by the way, Quigfa is going for a PKB. He has almost enough money for it. And he's just taking his tier 2 on his own. He's just been split pushing out like crazy.
Yeah, it's just a situation where you can 1v1 anybody that comes to face them, and if they don't actually bring more heroes, then they're always going to win a fight bottom. And now they're going to go 3v1. They know that he has nothing to his name to actually survive against this, and I don't know if it was worth the buyback. That's the question I have. And Sing Sing actually with a Haze Scream playing around. He can get this kill and Blow Your Brain pretty easily, but he's going to have to Remnant back for it, and the Sleight of Fist is not going to be in range now, so he should just be running.
He's going to slide a fist. No Searing Chains, though. It looks like he missed it, I think. Yeah, he did cast it. Yules said he's going to stay around. Ice Path's gonna go through. There's the dual breath. Stomp's gonna come in onto Blow Your Brain, and that Sleight of Fist and Searing Chains, that'll kill him. So they get a bit greedy. They try to find the kill in Sing Sing, and they end up losing Blow Your Brain. So interesting.
I like the kill on Koikova, I think that's really important, but is it worth a puck buyback? Like, we're talking about the momentum of this hero. He's in snowball mode with his Dagon build, and then he gives up an extra 800 gold just for buying back. Yeah. And I obviously contributed to the kill, but maybe a multicast would have been enough.
I don't think they needed him to buy back there. I don't know if he should have. I mean, they got the kill, yes, but you talk about, I agree with you 100%. Snowballing, you want to get up maybe some levels of Dagon or just get to another item. I mean, that really sets him back, so... And this hero is going to maybe start losing effectiveness, especially once Koikova picks up this BKB, and if he wants to fight, he certainly can. So for now, Team Tinker are still looking pretty solid. Also, Sing Sing has 4,000 gold in the bank. This guy's damn rich. What is he going to buy? He's got some choices.
Yeah, crit seems reasonable, but I wouldn't mind a BKB pickup either. Both seem pretty viable.
Either or. And by the way, EGM did pick up the gem you were talking about, so they're going to smoke with this too. Sing Sing's like, I'm not a part of this, damn it. You guys left me out. He's sad. He'll just farm it, though.
Yeah, they don't realize it. There was a Death Pulse on the wave, yet they're invading. This is actually a really bad time for M5.
M5 going to get caught out. Unstable is going to get stomped up, and just that easy for
Doesn't even
Koikova.
get the time to Reaper Scythe him.
That's a level 1 Dagon and a Death Pulse. Reaper Scythe! Arrow! No! EGM took too long to fire it. Pycat falls bottom. Let's see who's going to get, but he does get a double kill. Are you kidding me? That Poison Nova did work. Unbelievable. It's level 3 Poison Nova, and these heroes just crumble. Yeah. Oh my god. Team Tinker, they're not even mad they lost Pycat there. What a fight. What a fray.
Yeah, the Venomancer just throwing more dots on the Onyxia and Chikiro.
I actually love you for making that reference.
But yeah, I mean, killing off 2 cores is like insane to be able to just kind of get the death knell. And that's before the Aghanim Scepter comes out. That's without the natural order. No Veil of Discord on the field, and they're doing all this. Prawn in a bad spot.
Oh, well, he does have a BKB, so maybe he's not as dead as he thought. Bulba, the Moonlight Shadow, is he going to save it? Wow! EGM with the R button press saves his life, and Koifa's like, I want this kill. Sleight of Fist, here it goes. Reaper Scythe taken, and it is enough. And now he is dead for 92 seconds. Wow, that arrow just missed. Sleight of Fist, Searing Chains, Sing's not going to miss though. Remnant comes in, boom. Wow, Sing Sing goes to work. BKB was the choice, by the way, for Sing Sing, and I mean, yeah, this is just starting to get bad here for Moscow 5.
Yeah, honestly, this game is just completely turned on its head. They lost momentum, they lost tempo, they didn't keep the suppression up, and this is all that Team Tinker had to do, was find a couple of kills, let their Midasons do the talking, and you look at the net worth graph now, 3 on top. The Venomancer, who's died 6 times, he's 3rd place in this game, only behind his allies, and then Sing Sing, he's been doing absolute work now with this fresh PKD.
I mean, this Venomancer has done some work in this game. He's going to get caught out. He does have his Poison Over still, and 2 heroes are coming to take him, so his Axe is done. Guys, you don't want to be here. It's time for you to leave. It's a lot of poison. It's just going to be destruction everywhere if you catch any of these heroes out of position, and they will catch up Blow Your Brain. Yulsip is going to save his life for the time being, but that's only going to provide maybe a stop. Actually blinks away. Arrow doesn't connect. Reaper Scythe, goodbye Blow Your Brain. Sing Sing gets silenced. BKBs. There's going to be obviously the Sleight of Fist and the Searing Chains, and Vigos is like, please don't. Okay, I'm dead. Dominating spree for Sing Sing, chasing after Unstable. He actually remnants forward. He doesn't see where Unstable is. Maybe they spot him out now. Now they know. Stomp Light fly from Bulba here. Yule's coming in from, I believe, Bulba. Mystic Flare comes in and does nothing to help him out. And finally, the Tier 1 tower bottom, the last Tier 1 in the game, will take a spill. And Team Tinker, all they really need to do is just continue to get farm and keep fighting. They have reached their potential, and I mean, they could even get more if they wanted to, but I don't know if they need to.
Yeah, two big fights that happened in the southeastern quadrant of the map that didn't even involve Koikova was really to their detriment. They haven't really made use of Mystic Flare as far as damage output goes, and people just keep on surviving long enough to do their thing. So some really good Earth Splitters, a few good Poison Novas, and they're able to just get the kills they need to actually be breaking base here at 31 minutes. You would not expect that if you looked at the game and the numbers at 15 minutes, but here they are, turning it around. You're going to see Skywrath go for an opener onto the Ember Spirit, but he, even without the BKB, will not be going down.
And he's completely fine. They will take this tier 3 tower. Blink coming in.
Oh,
Reverse side is going to go, but he
BKB'd.
BKB'd. Now the composite damage coming out from the Air Splitter, but it's not enough. Quick, but getting low. Death Pulse, look at the poison over from Pycat. They've accomplished their mission. Even if he's dead, he hits his R button, he dies. That's really all that a Venomancer is good for in any game of Dota. But Sing Sing's going deep. Look at this. He gets 1 kill. Sleight of Fist. Searing Chains. Can he get 2? Can he get 3? He got the double kill, but he's going to back away from Blow Your Brain. And now they're going to get the stomp. No, great Yules to come out from Blow Your Brain to save his life. Sleight of Fist, Searing Chains. Oh, and Bulba steals the triple kill away. What a cheeky play. GG's called, and Team Tinker, despite having a rough start in this second game, man, they took it to Moscow 5, I'd say.
Yeah, they took a leaf out of Team Secret's book with this whole comeback lineup, one that can turtle for extensive periods of time, and they made enough arrows count, they made enough fights work for them, and yeah, end of the day, this Razor is 0-4-6, like just didn't get involved in enough successful fights. He was very active. He was doing a lot of hero damage, but nothing was like actually succeeding. The only kills that were actually coming out were from the Puck or the Chikiro for the most part. I guess the Ogre did snipe a few, and yeah, he was involved, but it just wasn't enough to actually like break a base. They really needed to coordinate their efforts. Look at Roshan. I mean, they're dire side with the Chikiro. You need to look at Roshan, and yeah, they just didn't really do anything as a 5-man group after the laning stage. So I really kind of feel like they should have been investing more into just kind of going mech pipe 5-man Dota. In the end, the scalability of Team Tinker's heroes kind of come into play, and 32 minutes in, they take the win away.
Yeah, that was quite the show from Team Tinker, and I agree. M5, there was a time and a place for their victory, and that time was not at 31 minutes into the game, apparently. So M5 will go down. They'll move to 2-8. Team Tinker with a victory, they move to 6-4. So they'll be getting close to the top of Group A, obviously, and they still have a lot of games to be played here